double crochet stitch. Start with a base chain your intended length. This one is 10 stitches long. Once you've reached your needed length, add other 3 stitches. The last 3 will be our turning chain. Now place the yarn around the crochet needle and with the hook enter the 4th base chain starting from the crochet. 1, 2, 3, the 4th one. Enter, pick up the yarn. You now have 3 loops wrapped around your crochet needle. Again, wrap the yarn around the needle and with the hook pass through the first 2 loops and you're left with other 2 loops around your crochet needle. Again, wrap the yarn around the hook and bring it through the last 2, and you've done your first double crochet. Please note that the crochet terminology is not the same everywhere. I'm using American terminology, but if you are using English or Australian, this is not double crochet but will be called triple or treble crochet stitch. And in Italian will be punto alto, so it can be confusing. Yarn around the crochet needle, enter the base loop, grab the yarn. You now have 3 loops around your crochet needle. Again, yarn over, enter the first 2 loops, repeat, yarn over, pull it through the last 2, yarn over, enter the base loop and pick up the thread, yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, repeat, yarn over and pass it through the last 2, yarn over, enter the base loop and pick up the thread, yarn over, pass it through the first 2 loops, repeat the yarn over and going through again. Yarn over, enter the base loop, come out the other way and pick the yarn. Yarn over, passing through the first 2 loops, yarn over, going through the last 2 loops. Let's say that you finished a row and you want to keep going to add other rows. There are several ways of doing it. One way to do it is to work 3 chain stitches. That will be the turning chain, and then simply turn the job. This is a very simple way of doing it. When you start the following row, you don't start in the first base loop, but in the second one. If you did start in the first one, Every time you add a row, you keep increasing. Your job will be broader, becoming larger and larger. So now, yarn over, enter not the first but the second base loop, and proceed as you did before. Grab the yarn, 3 loops, yarn over, passing through the first 2 loops, again yarn over, passing through the last 2, yarn over, keep going the same way, enter the base loop, pick up the yarn, yarn over, going through the first 2, yarn over, going through the last 2. Some traditions only use 2 chain stitches instead of 3 as a turning chain. You choose which one works better for you, but in any case the turning chain will count as a stitch, so you always need to skip the first base loop. Double crochet is approximately the double high compared to the single crochet. As for the name, it's a lot less compact, but it makes your job proceeding so much faster.